Hello everybody, I'm Holly.
I'm Karen.
This is Desmond the Bee, and
We are Basically Creative.
Today we're recording the third day of our January challenge, and our challenge today is to draw a deer. I made a bit of a fluffy with mine. I remembered today, miraculously, to record the drawing of the thing.
Yay! Round of applause for Holly.
Well done me for not being a complete idiot. But you'll see in a wee second, I'm drawing, and at the very beginning when I lean off, I'm waking up my computer because I have a reference image. There you go, Holly. That's the word. And I'm drawing them, and every time I look back, the antlers are slightly more complicated than I remember. so if they look rubbish, that's why. I'm not totally.
I like the shape already, to be honest.
I quite like. It
looks like a whiskey bottle stag.
It does. It looks like a Jack Daniel's stag.
Yeah.
So yeah, I painted. My idea was to paint him in that lovely way wherein you kind of put loads of water on the page and then you just do a wee dot of watercolour and it goes whoosh all over the place. Yeah. I was like, that's fabulous. So I drew a very clear outline for myself, and then here I am searching for a rubber. That's why I've left. I was like, oh, I'm going to run this ribbon out on my pencil. I'm away to find another one. Bye. And I rub it out so that I can only just see it, so that the watercolour will cover it over, essentially.
Mostly, yeah.
Yeah, so here it goes. Bye, stag. I can still see it, but the camera's not quite picking it up. And in a second I'm going to splash watercolour over it. But what happens, you will find, is that the watercolour does not get soaked all over the water part of the page. It just kind of sits there. So here I am with my Sakura watercolour pens, getting some different colours out to make it interesting. And I'm all hopeful and alive and happy, and it just doesn't work. My dreams are shattered.
And then you slowly died inside for a moment.
Yeah, oh I know, there's a moment of pausing, right? And you will laugh, because we laughed when we watched this back earlier. Here I am painting him, still full of life and love and joy. And I go to put the watercolour on him. No. This is me going, There's a moment, look, there's the moment. Pause. Right, stuff it. And then I went away to find my big bottle of black Indian ink, and I went back with that. And
do you know that's the kind of, like, when you painted that there, it's kind of like a kid painting a Christmas card, and it's like the elf isn't skin coloured, it's just yellow, because that's all they've got. Yeah.
Well, I put lots of water in along. This is a thing to put jewellery in, and I was like, it's a paint palette, whatever. It's an ink palette. So I just put a little drop of ink in it with it, and then watered it down a little.
So glad you made the mistake, because it is just
it turned out so much better. It was a happy little accident, as Bob Ross would say. Yes. So I paint them in with black. And I'm about to make another mistake, which actually turned into another happy little accident. This was a day of, like, accidental joy.
We like accidents, it's the best kind of joy.
Yeah, so look, I'm about to dip my paintbrush in, and then I'll splooshy him. And I'm a bit too excited about it, and I splash. There we go. And I was like, oh no, I've ruined it. What do I do? I'll just keep painting and pretend it doesn't exist. And now splashing everywhere, because whatever. And I let him dry for a moment. And wash my brush off a little bit and put some water on it, and then I loved this. I wish I'd done the whole thing like that, and then I just went round the outside and made a kind of nightimey scene almost, a kind of backwards nightimey scene, because stars are supposed to be light, not dark, but whatever. He looks kind of ethereal. Ethereal. You say that? I cannot.
Ethereal?
No.
Ethereal, dear.
Dyslexia!
Dysmylexia!
Dyslexics of the world, untie! Yeah, so I'm giving him some darker antlers, and just giving some shadow, trying to give it a bit of depth. It could have been good as a flat image, Karen's losing it. And
sorry, that's just sounded really funny.
So I'm just finishing him off now, trying to make his nose a lot more refined and wiping off a paintbrush. And I'm just about finished now, so we're going to move on to Karen's.
Yay, a blank page.
Now,
you'll think this looks like it's not going to fit at the start, but
as I did when
I had a plan.
We rewatched this, and I was like, surely not, surely.
Yeah. No, I had a plan. I took ages deciding how I was going to do this, because every kind of pose I found of a picture that I liked was exactly the same as Holly's. And I was like, no! I can't have the same as the jellyfish. It's copying, I can't. So so I was like, I should have a leaping one.
Action poses.
Action poses, yes. So this is where you'll see that it's, you know, the whole horse thing comes into play, because I hardly had to look at it. It's just almost just ever so slightly different because their legs come back that little bit further when they're sort of going up the way and all that kind of thing. But
deer leap more than horses, I feel. So they have that the litheness in the ligaments that can make their hair go. The hair? The legs go back a little bit further.
Yes, they're fab creatures. They're just really stupid.
It's just dead funny.
Really stupid.
I live in a village which is surrounded on most sides by fields.
Forest and field.
And a lot of people keep sheep near my village, and it sounds like I live in some sort of rural medieval land, but I don't.
Oh, totally.
I live in modern Scotland. I just live in a village. But yeah, whenever you go out, especially in the winter time, you just see random groups of deer milling about with the sheep, having a bit of a chat and a conversation. It's like interrupting a strange house party. So
got an empty now field over there.
Yeah, I know. You just drive past and you'll see the sheep, and you'll see these little clouds, and then big brown things, and then the minute your car goes past, they go, "Oh my goodness!" and all run away. And you're like,
I'm using here, by the way, the Spectrum Noir Illustrator markers. Same markers that Holly used in our first video, actually.
Thank you for remembering which video, because I was like, which one was it?
I knew.
You knew.
I know all the things.
You do know all the things.
So yes, my lovely little deer here is getting all coloured in. And doing a little bit of blending on this. It's quite actually good fun to use, to be honest, because I hadn't had
therapeutic because the nibs are so soft. You're like,
yeah. I mean, I hadn't had a sort of ton of time to use these quite a lot, but I had a good go with them in this and actually really enjoyed the using of them. So blending them all with the lightest colour just as it was drying gave it a really nice kind of shade rather than it all being hard lines.
And we each have the 424 sets of the Illustrator brush markers. So our colour range is limited. We don't have every single one of every single colour range. You know, we don't have EB1 to EB10 or whatever it is. So Karen had to use what she could in terms of the closeness of colour.
Yes. But to be honest, they were pretty dead on, the colours that I had, so I was quite pleased anyway. I'm just going around this with a 0.2 micron, because I really didn't feel it needed an outline. To be honest, it was more just to ever so slightly,
The more realistic your piece, the less of an outline you need, because obviously things in real life don't have big black outlines. Really.
That's true.
So yeah, I think it's
just a tidy. I love it. Apart from my gemstone one, the first one, this is my favourite so far. Definitely my favourite so far. Oh, and by the way, Mrs. 0.5.
Oh yeah. In the 0.5.
Using my 0.5 micron in a thing. It didn't work! so
that was the Garfist.
Anyway, so that's us done. So,
I've been Holly.
I have been Karen.
This has been Desmond the Bee.
And we have been Basically Creative!